Hey chat, how you doing? Hope you're all having a beautiful morning, afternoon, night, whatever time zone it may be. I have shuffled around a little bit after I turned on my camera, so I don't know if my model's bugging out or whatever, but it's fine. We live and we learn. How are we all? Who have we got here? Hi Fluttershy, congrats on your first. Hello Nude, hi Rogue. Hello Jake, hey Swifty, and Hubie? You sound short? I am short. Thank you. I'm glad that that translates through my voice. Thank you. I'm tired, very tired, but I can't sleep. I relate to that so fucking bad. When I went shopping today... Okay, chat. I went shopping today to grab a whole bunch of stuff for my expo that I'm doing this weekend. I was out for maybe like 4 hours. And it was like really hot, and it's one of these outdoor shopping centers, so there was no air conditioning. It was rough. But because I was out there and I got to buy stuff, thank the heavens above, I was actually able to find some sleeping pills that contain melatonin. Because surprise, surprise, it's actually kind of difficult to find sleeping pills that actually contain melatonin. All of the other ones was like, it's got chamomile, it's got passion flower, it's got stuff that's supposed to help you relax, but it doesn't actually have any melatonin in it. So I finally found one that had melatonin that was affordable. I'm gonna try those tonight. I'm so excited. I can't wait to actually be able to sleep. But yeah, that's what's going on with me. I was shopping for a whole 4 hours. I got almost everything done. Not everything though. I still have to go and buy some like professional clothing to wear for the event. Vertically challenged Silv is capable of taking down prey 3 times a size. Oh, I love that. I might actually make that part of my identity now. Like, I can take down enemies 3 times my size. Alright, so today we have one last skeb thing to finish, and then we're going on to regular commissions. Because now that I've designed the siblings for Silver as part of Skinner's skeb, I now have to draw them, like, together, like a sketch color together. But I have no idea what I want to do, so I've been looking at Draw Your Squad pictures for the past, like, 10 minutes, and I still haven't found anything. I still don't know how I want to draw these 3 together. So I'm getting a little bit concerned because it's like, ooh, I kind of have to do something here. I kind of have to draw the squad together doing something. We can try this pose that I literally just found only because I'm getting desperate. Alright, let me... Oh, hang on. I don't have my air conditioning remote with me. That's why it's so hot. I was like, whoa. Alright, there we go. Air conditioner is on. Hot chocolate is made. I'm gonna tie up my hair and then we'll get started. Ah! Alright. Hello, Team Rocket. Hello, welcome in. Thinking so hard the room got hotter? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm such a big thinker, chat. You guys have no idea how hard I think. I think really hard all the time. My hands are fucking up right now because I'm trying to tie my hair back. Because it's so hot because of how hard I've been thinking. Big-brained bonita. I am a big-brained bonita, thank you very much. I feel so bonita. I hate myself! No. No, that was awesome. Alright, hang on. Hair's almost done. I am overdue for a haircut, chat. My hair is reaching a point where it's like touching my shoulders and I don't like it. I don't like it. Too annoying, too sweaty. Gross. Hello, Kara. Welcome in, welcome in. Alright. I found a pose that we're just gonna have to try and make work. So let's pull up a... Whoops, I did not mean to do that. I meant to come over here. There we go. Open up a new canvas. Now the best part about this is that this is literally just a colored sketch, so it doesn't have to be perfect, like, at all. Alright, that's the color that I want. So let's see. Is that making my brush bigger? Yeah, it is. Okay. I've had this keyboard for like almost 2 months and I'm still getting used to it. Alright, so let's start with the middle. I'm gonna put, I've already forgotten their names. I think the girl's name was Maria. I'm gonna put Maria in the middle. Because, you know, not only is she the middle child, she's also the star. Hi, Shadow, welcome in. Lucky mode making cake for my girlfriend's little sister's birthday. Ooh, that sounds fun. Alright, so we're gonna start with just a simple, like the shoulder is gonna be here. Try and box it out first. I don't want them to be too... I still want them to have Sonic proportions, which is also where the issue kind of comes in. It's like, oh, I need a pose to reference, but also, like, they need to be in proportion. I'm sure it's fine. We can fix it later. Alright, so that's like the basic... Oops, that's like the basic body right there. We'll put, like, her leg will come in here. And the other one can kind of go behind. The hand is kind of where... Let's turn this down. This is a cool pose, but I don't know if I'll be able to, like, properly convey it. Got, like, the thumb here. Probably make the thumb here. And the rest of it's kind of like sprawled out like this. Pinky kind of comes down a bit over here. Not quite like that though. It's like very dramatic the way that the pinky always fucks me up when I'm doing dynamic hand poses. Because it always goes way further than you think realistically it should. You know what I mean, chat? Any artists out there trying to get funky with the hand posing? Probably too long. Oh shit, ew. Why have I got a soft brush? Ew, disgusting, gross. More Minecraft music. It's just the most relaxing music I can find that won't get me, like, struck. You know what I mean? I'm also kind of sad, chat, because the expo that I'm doing starts at 9 AM on Saturday. But we need to be there earlier to, like, make sure our booth is all properly set up, which means that Friday night I'm not going to get my usual Minecraft time. So... I'm a little bit upset about that. This looks gross. What I might do... Hang on. Give me a second. I'm gonna grab the hand that I'm looking at. Save that. Just save it as a regular capture. I don't care. What's capture? Hang on, chat. We're gonna do this really funky thing called cheating. Here's my... what I want. Okay. Okay, so the basic block is like this. I think he's there. Canvas. Alright, now that we've got this, we can kind of adjust it to be whatever we need it to be. We'll pop it here. I actually kind of like the idea of it being... See, I kind of like the idea of it being like this, like upside down kind of, like she's trying to invite you in. Be like that. And then now we can kind of fit it in properly. The duality of being an artist. It's not cheating, it's referencing. Yeah. The pinky do be moving. Yeah, the pinky always fucks me up when I'm doing hand posing. More amazed that sometimes my body is able to gift me with perfectly dynamic hand, and other times it's like, duh, draw big circle. Sometimes you do need to draw the big circle first. That's just it. There's no two ways around it. You must draw big circle before you can do anything else. So the thumb's kind of gonna come inwards like this. This is fine, because this is gonna kind of... The other problem is I'm not very good at, like, perspective when it comes to hands. And it's like, oh, you have such a cool idea for a really nice hand pose, but then, like, oopsie, you actually can't do that. You actually have never drawn a hand before in your life. You know what I mean? I don't know why that hand pose made me think of Skinner doing the hollow purple pose from Jujutsu. I need to catch up with Jujutsu Kaisen. I haven't watched, Actually, I think the last thing I watched was that Zero movie that came out, like, a good couple years ago. My sister's up to date, but, like, you know. I know the pinky's kind of supposed to be that dynamic, but I'm gonna move it. Kind of just because I don't want it to be that, like that. Ah! Chat, why does it look awful? Why does it look awful, chat? Okay. This is the hill I'm gonna die on. I want this hand to look a specific way. Probably, you know what? It's probably because there's space here, but there's no space here. Kind of create the illusion that there is space. Maybe we shorten the thumb a little bit too. Okay, well, it looks, I don't know why, it just looks weird. It's always the pinky that throws me off. I think we're gonna go, let me try and move this a little bit. Maybe it looks better when the pinky is kind of all fucked up. I mean, kind of. This is kind of the pose that I'm set on, but it's like, can't get it. Hang on. Let's try again. I like this finger. This finger's fine. That one's okay. This thumb coming all the way out here. This time I'm gonna trust where the pinky is. This time I'm just gonna trust it. I want to make sure that the fingers kind of thicker at the top than they are at the bottom. This finger is gonna be what fucks me up. What does this look like? kind of... Okay. Ah, wrong one. Kind of got like a... Still gonna move this though. I don't really like the gap. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it, but I kind of want there to be a gap on both sides. Ah, okay, wait. No, that's fine. I bring it over, because if you see here, it goes past where the go. Ah! Have you played Undertale or Deltarune? No, neither. Oh, actually I might have played... Did I play Undertale? Actually, maybe I did. I own Undertale. I definitely own it. I just don't remember if I've played it. Where is that? This bit here. Stop opening the wrong canvas. It's it kind of sits like that. But it also kind of... Yeah, no, it does. So it curves in. Curves in, like here, and then it just... Because that's the... You guys can't see my actual hand on camera, but that's where the muscle connects, kind of like... Ugh, I can't explain it. I think this is too high. Should get rid of that. I'm gonna get rid of that. I don't think we need that. I'm kind of more interested in the palm line, which is not the palm line, the thumb line, which is not here. I think it's like there. I hold my hand out. Yeah, it's there. Oh, but you wouldn't really see it from this position. I'm trying to look at my own hand while I'm doing this as well. Hang on. Alright, hang on. What are the bits that we... Okay, so this finger goes up way longer, like here. I want to copy this style of finger, I just want the shape. And then the back of the hand comes through here. And then you've also got this. Is that a wrinkle in the finger? This picture is so small, I can't actually tell. I drew that on the thingy. Damn it. Alright, hang on. Yeah, play Sonic Heroes. I played it for like maybe 10 minutes at a Lollipop's Playland, and then my dad got really pissy at me because I was at Lollipop's Playland and I chose to play Sonic Heroes. And he like ripped me away from the PlayStation. I wasn't allowed to touch the PlayStation while I was there. Which is stupid, but you know. Other than that one instance, no, I have not played Sonic Heroes. Want that. I don't think from the pose, from the angles that we're looking at, that will be something that we need. Alright, that's our one. I'm gonna keep that one there. That way we can kind of fuck with this. Alright, let's see. It just doesn't look right at all. Even when you like grab it like this, that doesn't look right. Probably because we're doing it from a completely different angle. But if we flip it over, yeah, that looks fine. Does that mean if we flip our one over, it'll also look fine? Let's see. Okay. It still looks like trash, but like it's not awful. Also, hello Riker, welcome in. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna grab a different reference. Let's take a look. The best part is this sketch wasn't supposed to take that long, but because I've chosen this hand angle, we're gonna be here for hours. Let's try... I'd just take my own reference picture, but I would need the boyfriend to help me take a picture of my hand. Would it be this one? She's facing this way. Yeah, we can use this one. Alright, hang on. Let's try this one. We'll get rid of these. This. Oh, that's another hand. Alright, here. So let's try... This is just the starting shape. So we're gonna grab some here. And it doesn't fully come in, like that, and then I should honestly just bring this photo in as well. I think I will. Not having a good drawing day, chat. And I did a warm-up sketch today and everything. Let's see. This is the new one that we're looking at. It's so funny because when I was in uni, I did like multiple page studies of hands, and it's just been so long since I've done them that it's like, oh, what is a hand? The basics, and then we can fuck around with it when we drag it in. And again, the pinky always going way further than you think it does. Alright, this is the thumb that I was trying to do. See how it kind of curves out like that? Exaggerate that a little more. Alright, let's pull this in, see what this looks like. I'm pretty sure this is the right hand, unless I'm like dyslexic as fuck. Pretty sure the thumb... Nah, it's not. Flip it. There we go. Okay, I think this works, but it's not like the proportions that I want. I want to bring the thumb out a little bit. Necessarily change it. Let's kind of get a little bit longer. Yep. And then the rest of the fingers, I'm probably gonna make wider and also shorter. I don't know why, it's just kind of the vibe that I want. Thicken them out. Too much. Actually, I think that line was... Yeah. Get the kind of... the thickums. Then yeah. I think there should be a crease. Shouldn't there be a crease? Maybe like there. I don't know if that needs to be there, but the thumb's still looking a bit teeny tiny. Otherwise, it looks fine. The thumb, I think the thumb needs to be wider and longer. Okay, I think that's better. I think that's fine. We're getting there. Now I gotta open the fan kids on a different monitor so that I can draw them appropriately. One at a time. Ooh, that's too small. Okay. Oh, actually, we should get the rest of the body in first. I feel like her arm would kind of be like here. I see. Should draw this on a separate layer. It won't be that thick because my character's arms are actually quite small, but kind of. Actually, you know what it might be? We'll still have this bit here, just to kind of. Right, like this is the elbow here, is kind of what I'm getting at. That's the elbow, this bottom bit. Maybe bring that in just a little more. I mean, it could be worse. Okay. That in a little bit, because again, the arms are actually super thin. Maybe it's too low. Okay, I like that. I think that's fine. Oops. Isn't it? Alright, there we go. Confusing, but we got it. Alright. Is my chocolate milk ready to sip? Ooh, it's still a bit hot. Alright, hang on. I'm gonna burn my tongue for a second. Oh, but that's so good though. Alright, cool. So we've got that down. This could probably... Not this. I don't want this. This could probably be merged together now. Can be merged together now. I don't think I'm gonna really see the torso. I think we're gonna put her here. And then one sibling's gonna be on one side, the other sibling's gonna be on the other side. This... Did we say she was the tallest? I think we did. I think we said she was the tallest. I'm gonna put her like here so that we've got room for her, her ears. The ears are kind of tied like way up. Actually, kind of like how much this sticks out. Back in like that. Okay. As for our other hand, will it kind of come back in like this, or will she kind of have it like out like this? I kind of like it having it out like that. Alright, the other hand can be super, super simple and basic. because we're done. Alright, hang on. The boyfriend has texted me. Oh yeah! Okay, the thing he texted me about is stuff that I want to share with you guys. So give me 1 second, I'm just gonna respond to him and then I will do this. Alright, so, I forgot to say this at the start of the stream. So I was super stressed out over the past couple of weeks because my manufacturer for the next wave of the Snoop plushies, they were like, oh, okay, cool, now that the plushies are done, we're gonna ship them over to you for like promo stuff or whatever. And we're gonna ship them out next Tuesday, which for context was last Tuesday, not today, today last week. And they were like, oh, shipping will take about 14 days. And I did like the most basic of math. And if they did that, then they wouldn't arrive on time for my show that's happening this weekend. So I was like, hey, is it possible to get them shipped literally today or tomorrow at the time of messaging them? Because if you ship them out when you say you're going to ship them out, then they will not arrive. And the whole reason I worked with you guys is because you said that you guys would be able to get them to me on time. And they were like, oh, we just need a couple of days to make the leftover, not the leftover, but the, like duplicates. Because when it's for time for mass production, we need those plushies so that we can reference them. And I was like, no, don't do that. I will send them back when it's time for mass production. If it means you can send them to me today, then I will send them back. And they're like, okay, if you send them back after, like, for mass production time, then we can absolutely ship them to you today. And I was like, oh, thank God. But then, I didn't get my tracking number until that Tuesday, which is the day that they originally said they were going to ship it out. And I asked for this tracking number before. I was like, hey, since you guys said you were going to ship it today instead of that Tuesday, can I have the tracking number? And yeah, I didn't get the tracking number until the day they said they were going to ship it. So that had me really worried that they still shipped it later than I asked them to, which had me really pissed off. So I've been stressing out for the past couple of days that my plushies just won't arrive on time. But guess what arrived today? Guess what arrived today, chat? I got the Wave 2 Snoop plushie samples today. They look great. There's a couple of changes that need to be made before they enter final production. But right now, they look pretty fucking great. And I'm just so happy that they did actually fucking arrive on time, because, like, holy shit, dude. But yeah, I took a bunch of pictures, I took a bunch of videos. I don't have any to show you right now. Simply because the pictures and videos I took were for the boyfriend and for Chai, because Chai has been not following the development of the snooze, more like I've been strapping her to a chair and talking to her about the development of the snooze this entire time. So of course when I got the plushies, she was one of the first to know alongside my partner. I don't have anything that was like designed to show you guys. But hopefully soon. So because hang on, I gotta think about this now because I was just kind of doodling while I was talking. I'm gonna make them shorter. So I'm pretty certain we concluded that Maria was the tallest. So she's gonna come up a little higher. I don't know how much shorter the middle child is. This is gonna be the middle child. Maybe only a tiny bit shorter. I'm gonna adjust the canvas size later. Right now, I'm just getting the basic shapes. Alright, cool. This one's gonna be way more chill. Hey, Silv. Hi, Zach. How you going? Wow, what a headache. Yeah, it was fucking stressful. I have them now. As I've told you guys, there are 3 new ones. Marcy, Strive, and Treasure. And every snoo has its own unique name tag with their name and their personality and stuff written on it. That's something that I've talked about a lot. But one of the things that they messed up that needs to be changed is that they put Strive's name tag on Marcy and Treasure. And on Strive, they put Marcy's name tag, so literally no one has got the correct name at the moment. And that's really upsetting because the fact that they all have names and personalities is like the biggest, like one of my biggest selling points of the snooze, and now the samples don't have the right names or personalities attached to them. But it's fine. We'll work it out. I have to take these like basically unfinished samples to the expo because there's no way I can get them edited in time. Like the expo's this fucking weekend. But it's okay. It'll work out. We've got it. Maybe a little higher. Okay. I'm gonna put this guy's hands like kind of like, because I spent so much time drawing this hand, I kind of just don't want to draw any more hands. So this guy's gonna be kind of like behind his head. Kind of like he's stretching almost. So much more like chillax than the girl. I don't know why. It came to drawing Maria and I was like, Maria has to serve so much cunt in this picture. You know what I'm saying, chat? Everyone else is fine. They can all do whatever. But Maria's gotta be serving mad cunt right now. If I didn't know any better, I'd think you had Chai locked in your basement. I mean... Aha. But you do know better, right? Which means that you think, I mean, you know that she's not down there, right? I haven't got anyone in my, so anyway. Anyway, let's just get back to it, shall we? We've gotten a bit unnecessarily sidetracked. Ooh, hang on, I've got another DM. Who's DMing me while I'm streaming? Oh, it's the boyfriend still. Okay, no worries, no worries. He's just talking about the plushies. Because, yeah, I sent him the plushies, like, as soon as they arrived, but I think he only just got off work, so he's only just seeing them now. Alright, now we need Silver. And again, I kind of want to avoid drawing any more hands than I already have. FBI, go on. What was that? What was what? Nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. I was talking about how there are definitely not people, specifically Chai Links, in my basement. I don't even have a basement. I have a storage cage that sits underground, but that doesn't sound good. Listen, there's no one in my basement. There's no one in my basement. I mean, there might be, but like, wait, hang on. No, I have a shared underground car space thing, so like, on occasion there might be someone in quote unquote my basement, but they're like getting their car. It's fine. Listen. What you're saying is your crate training. Oh my god. The worst part is she would probably be down for that. I'd probably DM her, be like, hey, I just bought you a flight to Australia and like, I'm gonna, like, you're my crate dog now. And she'd be like, yes, ma'am, thank you, ma'am. You know what I mean? Sounds suspicious. Guys, would I, your glorious cult leader, ever lie to you? Would I ever do that to you, chat? I like to think that I've been pretty honest with you guys so far. What reason do you have to think that I would lie to you? Right, he's the shortest one. Yes? Why? What have I done to deserve such cruel treatment? These are gonna be like his shoulders. Chest is gonna be kind of... I was gonna put his hands in his pockets, but he doesn't wear pants. You're a cult leader, your job is to kidnap people? Nuh-uh. My job is to brainwash you into kidnapping people for me. And to be fair, none of you have kidnapped people for me as of late, so, you know, I like to think that we're above that. Oh, my bad. No. No. Chat, wait, no. Don't be doing this to me. I remember my first kidnapping. Guys, come on. I just want to draw my commission. Leave me alone. Alright, so I changed my mind. This is like his shoulders. He's got like a there. So his actual like shoulder comes here. Which means his chest fluff is gonna be kind of like here. I don't know what's going on with Silver actually. Trying to like hunch him over compared to the siblings. You know what I mean? Kind of difficult when he doesn't wear pants, because I really want to just put his hands in his pants. Pockets, like that. He doesn't wear them. So I don't know what's going on with his hands. That's his shoulder. Means his other hand is probably coming out like here. We could cross his hands. Give him like a... It does mean I have to draw another hand though, which is rough. But you know, these are the choices we make. Actually, it means I'll have to draw 2 more hands, because you know, arms cross. 2 hands. Maybe he's like floating as well, so we'll prop his leg up. Actually, if any leg was going to be propped up, it would have been the other one. Okay, we'll kind of come like all the way out. Back here in my basement, what do I do now? Nothing. Nothing. We're chill and we're cool and we're calm and we're collected and we do not kidnap people, chat. Give him a bit of a butt. So it looks so much jankier than the other two. Actually, let's keep this leg straight. Maybe we'll extend the other leg. I think it's because his shoulder comes out like here. He looks so much like wider than the other two. Maybe if we bring this in. Oh, sorry. I dropped my pen and my life flashed before my eyes because that's what happens when I drop. Not feeling it for Silver. He looks so tiny next to his siblings. Tiny, tiny, tiny. He does have the back quills, doesn't he? Does Silver have back quills? I swear he does. Yeah, he does. He does. They're just a lot longer and a lot thinner. I don't like that. He looks so young in this photo. Poor thing. Alright, hang on. I think that'll do it. That's fine. The whole idea is that Maria's kind of taken the spotlight anyway. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna change canvas size. Make it a bit shorter. Not too much shorter, but also make it a bit longer. Just so that we can get everybody in. Alright, cool. So we're gonna erase this bit because Maria's hand is gonna be in the front, I reckon. Actually, no. I think it'll be behind them. But it will be in front of Silver. Alright, cool. Finally, got the pose down. Oh. Now we can actually do the sketching part. Yeah, she's got her dad's bitch eyes. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's literally just a colored sketch, but at the same time, like, you know what I mean? Alright, well, it's gonna cover parts of her eye. It's fine. She's slaying. This part of her hair will probably be behind Silver. I'm just drawing it in so that we get the idea. Same with this side. It'll probably be behind, I think we said his name was Harley. Jesus. Thank you very much. Give me 1 second. Let me just finish. Thank you, Zach. I'm getting in the zone. Also trying to keep the lines kind of loose, because even though it's a sketch, I still want it to look at least kind of clean, you know what I mean? Wouldn't worry too much about that. That's going to be behind Silver anyway, but picture. I should have made the canvas a bit taller. It's alright. Actually, no, I won't make the canvas a bit taller. I will let everyone a bit. And bring them back up once. Okay, but like, why? I knew that I wanted her to serve cunt when I was drawing her, but like, I feel like she's serving a little too much, you know what I mean? I'm sure it's whatever. Stop. Why is she kind of hot though? Alright, cool. Now we can get to this bit. This is on a new layer, so it's gonna be fine. Now I can come back to this layer. Okay. No, she doesn't have rings, but she has like a cuff for her hoodie, but I think from this position you wouldn't even see it. I feel like you'll just see the pink of the sleeve. Same for up here, you just get the sleeve. Up here though, throw some separate layer. have to go. No worries. Have a lovely night, Zach. Thanks for hanging out with us. I actually think you would hoodie before the hair. Otherwise, it just looks like she's got her hair in her hoodie. Who does that, really? Okay. Whoops. Oh, I thought that was a separate layer. My bad, G. There we go. Okay. Looking kind of fire. I am okay with this outcome. I'm drawing Skinner's triplets, and I think I gave the middle child too much cup to serve. Look at her.
Oh, far out.
Yeah, I know. I think she's serving a bit too hard.
Jeez, please. Save some for the rest of us then.
Can you tell I have favorites?
No.
I spent so long sketching out that hand that when it came to the others, I was like, fuck it, they don't get hands. Also, if you want to actually see the prototypes, they're on my bed. Sorry, chat. Boyfie just got home. I can't wait for Skinner to come in here and be like, hey, holy shit. I mean, if she wants to be exactly, she wants to be the center of attention. That's I'm just drawing her to character. It's just that, like, you know, I think I went a little bit too hard for a simple sketch at the very least. And then she's got where the whether that actually I think should be. I know,
They're
right?
like,
they feel overstuffed.
I feel like, yeah, that like
Yeah, I'm a little, especially Treasure, because when you look at Treasure from upwards down, it looks like she's so overstuffed that it's like morphed the way that her body curves.
This really cute.
They're very cute.
I don't know. I understand.
I do mind it. I kind of want the almost foam vibe that Rosha's got. It doesn't come up, yeah, there's no eyes.
There's no eyes.
No.
It's just...
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't scare any kids. Yeah, he was born without eyes that were eaten by the mushroom man.
It wasn't racist.
No, that's just how he is. No dark lore about Strive the Snoo. Like the fat Pikachu of old. Yeah, they're so stuffed that they don't feel soft to hold. Like, you know what I mean? It's like there's so much stuffing in there that when you go to pick it up and squeeze it, it's kind of like tough. And I don't think plushies are supposed to be tough, but they're still cute, they're still huggable. No such thing as overstuffed, only chunky. I think there's such a thing as overstuffed because, again, sometimes they get stuffed to the point where, like, it's kind of difficult to cuddle them properly. But I'm sure people will still like them. Throughout the entire production, my favorite plushie that we were working on was Treasure. But now that I actually have the prototypes in my hand, I think Strive, our little mushroom guy, is my favorite. I'll definitely show some videos over the next couple of days. I need time to relax, and I also need time to like finish off my to-do lists for the convention. I just need time, chat. Okay, she's looking pretty banging. Looking pretty banging. I feel like Skinner will be happy with this. It's gonna be a little awkward seeing her fingers between Harley's legs from the back, but if it looks really, really awkward, then I'll just erase them. She's so going clubbing after this. She's like, just gonna slay the family photo and then, you know, go out drinking with the homies. Got her. Girl! Be like there. Girl, what you doing? Alright, next we're gonna draw in Harley. This guy. He also inherited the rabbit nose. Shadow's like, you're not going anywhere without at least one firearm. So would. And I reckon they would like kind of, not necessarily fight, but like butt heads a little bit. Not because she doesn't want to carry weapons, but because she specifically doesn't want to carry a gun. Like, but guns look so ugly. Like, why can't I have a cuter weapon? We can get you a cuter gun. No, I don't want a cuter gun. I want a different weapon. I want something that's cute. We can get you a cuter gun. No! Just like that back and forth. To be like moved around a little bit. Perspective's not what I want. It's not. Alright, that's fine. That'll do. He also has a back fin. I know they're not called fins, but I don't know what to call them, so that's just that. You'll see. Oh wait, we can move everyone up now that her ears are in. For this, it's like just below his knees. So you'd see it like here. His compression socks. I'm not gonna draw this bit in because I feel like we'll just put the color in instead. Guns are so overused, I want something exotic. It's a shame Skinner's not in chat right now because that would be such a fun question. It's like, what weapon would your Sonos have? I used to be like a bow and arrow type girly. But somewhere along the way, I decided that tiny girl with huge axe is like my favorite thing ever. So I would probably grab an axe. Hi, Reaper. Welcome in. How you doing? Actually, let me draw the ears in first, and then we'll do the hair. Too sharp. That's fine. This has to be longer. Let me move my reference picture to catch up with chat. No daughter is going out with mine is going out with nothing less than a .45 revolver. Shadow probably. For her 8th birthday, he takes her out to like the gun range just so that he can get a feel of what kind of firearm she feels most comfortable holding. Gets one custom made just for her. Oh, this is cute, but it's kind of... It needs to be wider, I think. Yeah, like that. Wait, what? We're talking about Shadow giving his child a gun. I feel like this part of his hair would be behind his hands. But this part would be in front. Probably make his hands a little bit... Oh, actually that doesn't quite work. No, that wouldn't work. His hands would kind of need to be behind everything. Except, even though this is the more quote-unquote realistic way of doing it, it looks kind of fucking ugly. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna go with our original idea. Putting... I didn't know you liked bows and arrows. It's totally my jam. Oh, yeah. I've done archery a handful of times. Maybe like 2 or 3 times as a kid. And I really liked it. It was really good. It's gonna be so much easier when I didn't have to worry about his Ooh, what we could do might look like shit. Bring the hand out here and like put the elbow here. You know what I mean?
Night chat.
Good night. Alright, let's see. Kinda like this idea. Completely changes the perspective of his hand, but it's fine because now we can have it kinda like put his hand here in a way that doesn't look stupid. And we can just curve this up. Yay. It still looks a little silly, but it's not as bad. Be in front of all this bit of hair. But behind the back bit. Probably also be behind this bit here. Alright, cool. Now I can actually see what I'm getting rid of. There we go. That looks better. And it works, more importantly. No, we're not ready for you yet. Okay, now we can put the hair in. Probably gonna draw it smaller than I did before, just so that we can still kind of get a glimpse of his eyes. Let me put his eyes in first. You look awful. Shorter, maybe put it this way. Alright, so this one's fine. It's this one. What are you doing, bro? Hang on. Why are the eyes so silly? Alright, we'll leave it like that for now. Maybe make it a little thinner. Ah! What I meant to do. Hey. Oops. Why does he look so silly? Under weapon Shadow would train the oldest in. I'm so curious, considering the oldest has like these autoimmune diseases. We never decided which one he had. Grab this. Okay. actually, what if the middle child, what if Maria's got nunchucks? That'd be fun. And then her fight style is more like a dancing technique with her skates. I like that idea. What am I doing? Okay. It looks so silly. Alright, now we can add the other ear. Where is Skinner? I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure they'll be around at some point. After everything's been drawn. Alright, cool. Now that these two are done, we can kind of figure out how they overlap with each other. First of all, I think it might be easier if we just move Harley over a tiny squidge. Then this bit will definitely be behind. Not her eyelash. Eyelashes. This bit will definitely be behind Harley's ear. It would be behind Maria. But I am going to cheat a little bit and get rid of that. What is that? That's her ear. Come through. I like this top bit. Carly's flick thing should be in front, but then this bit be in the back. It looks really messy, but it's fine. So dumb. I like it though. Alright, I forgot. Need to extend her legs out. Alright, now we can draw Silver. I think I'm gonna need to change canvas size. I think I'm gonna have to move Silver over a tiny bit when he's all said and done. I'm gonna change it so as long as Skinner's happy. I think Skinner will be fine. I think she'll like it. do this right. There we go. I want that low angle. I've got 2 pictures of Silver the Hedgehog here. This will work. He's kind of got a baby face. I like it. Almost got as much of a bitch face as Shadow when you look at him. Oh, actually, going outwards because that's the bottom of his what do you call them? Like tendrils. Down like this, but then we'll go that. I think that'll look nice. Give it just a little bit of shape. He looks so sad. It looks so frumpy. Alright, hang on, no. I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna go up instead. Alright, cool. And then you get his ear in here. I haven't drawn Silver the Hedgehog in such a long time. I love him. He's one of my favorites, but I just haven't drawn him in forever. He looks so baby. Also kind of where the big dolphin tendril comes from. How long do we want to make them? I think that's out too much. I think that's too long. Yeah, they don't go too much past his dolphin. I think that's fine. This bit will be removed anyway. All this. Maybe Silver's having a bad hair day or he's annoyed with something. I like the idea that they move with his emotions. That's such a funny idea. Nose tiny. I think nose will actually be put down. I don't know. I'll come back to nose. silly guy. Say this is like, what are his, does he have the symbols on the back of his hands too, or only the front? Oh, it looks like they're back and front. Okay. I won't draw them in, actually. I'll color them this time. I don't think I've ever seen a Sonic game where the main character isn't a hedgehog. There is Tails Sky Patrol. There's also Team Chaotix. I think it was called Team Chaotix. Technically, nah, because Sonic is still a playable character in that game, so I won't say that. I was gonna say Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I think those are the only two I can think of, and it's been a long ass time since either of those games came out, so you have a point. I do really, really want Silver to have his time though. Done dirty by Sonic 06. He deserves to have a chance to shine, you know what I mean? I really like what IDW has done with him so far out of what I've read. I know, I think nose is up, definitely. Okay. He looks so stupid. Why do you look so stupid, Silver? Quit being stupid. I'm gonna put your eye so that you don't look dumb. I think it's fine where it is, and I'm just gonna a bit more. Yeah, I think it's fine. Alright, so we are going to shift him over a little bit. Be like there. I'm going to grab... We could probably move him closer, actually. He there. I like the idea that she's technically behind both of her brothers, but she's like just reaching forward. I think that's kind of fun. Also, like, Harley and Maria look like they're matching, like they kind of have similar energy, and Silver is just here. Like, he's just the youngest sibling that was invited. He doesn't actually know what's going on. I like it. The blank stare. Now I can fix this. Alright. No more revisions. It is just a colored sketch after all. So this is it. This is actually very clean for a sketch. I think I went a little bit too extra. Except for the eyes. His eyes here are a little bit messy. I'm here. I was at the dog park. Hello, Skinner. I was just saying, I think for a sketch, I think I made this like way too clean. But to be fair, this is just kind of how I sketch once I do the base pose. What do you think? We were saying that Maria is serving way too much cunt in this picture. So I find it funny that Shadow became a zombie in the Metal Virus. Yeah, apparently they didn't want to do that, but that was something that they were asked to do, to like write him out of the story. I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but it was very disappointing. Oh, whoops, wrong thing. Let me pull up the picture. Ew, Silver! Ew! Oh, that's the back of his hair. Right, gotcha. Oh. Yep. Shadow with the camera. What? I love these kids. They're so dramatic. Well, I mean, I feel like 100% of Maria's cockiness comes from the fact that her dad is literally the ultimate life form. Also, yeah, Skinner, that's something we were wondering earlier. What would their weapons be? I thought it would be really fun if Maria had, like, nunchucks, because then her fighting style could, like, take inspiration from dances. But that was just a throw, like, in the dark. Grabbing. There's a bunch of holes in the coloring, but don't worry, that will be fixed. Actually, I think her braces are the same color as her. Pretty sure. Oh no, they're yellow. My bad. So, I designed these characters, but I can't even fucking remember what they look like. Okay, alright, now it's freckle time. Wait, if her dad is the ultimate life form, what does that make her? Cunty! I agree. I agree. I'm sorry, if your dad is literally the ultimate life form, that's like a free pass to serve absolute cunt. Just saying. And like, tell me, Chad, does she or does she not absolutely serve cunt? You know what I mean? Like, goddamn! I'd make at least one of them use twin blades. Okay, that's fun, that's fun. I reckon maybe Maria would do twin blades then. Because I've been thinking about what kind of weapon Harley might have. But it's a little bit difficult considering, like, we gave Harley an autoimmune disease. It's like, what realistically could he wield without, like, you know, without overexerting himself? God. Guns? I feel like, yeah, maybe guns. Maybe that's where Shadow and Harley bond. Alright, hang on 1 second, chat. I have to respond to a text, but my phone is my webcam, so it might be a bit weird. Alright, I'm back. Did that fuck up my camera at all? Oh no, we're fine. Cool. I would think Harley would have lupus as an autoimmune disease. Ooh. Well, I mean, I don't know enough about, like, every autoimmune disease under the sun. I barely know about the ones that my mother has. So, I don't think I'm in a good space to say which one it would be. But it's definitely something worth researching. Whoops. Can't believe I almost forgot our baby girl's purple highlights. That she did herself, mind you. Okay. I also just realized this. The inside of her ear. Actually, what is that? Oh. What is that? I have no idea what that is, so I'm just gonna... Okay. See? Oh my god, I'm missing so many little bits. Yeah, now she's done. Hi, Silver the Hedgehog. Good to see you. So we'll start with the black bit. This, don't need that anymore. That anymore. We did say it was the antibodies from Shadow's DNA that was harming him. Maybe it's attacking his immune system instead of defending. Ooh, I like that. Yeah. Specifically, like, the antibodies and stuff. Like, there's something, his brain isn't signaling them correctly, which is why he's, like, always fucking tired. I like the idea that Harley is just always absolutely fucking exhausted, bro. Like, I'm half tempted to put, like, bags under his eyes. You know what I mean? He's got, like, a... the fin in the back is also dark, so it's probably where this stripe comes in. This is gonna sound dumb. But keep in mind, I'm not a medical person at all. But what if instead of making it an autoimmune disease, we make it like a bone density issue? Like we make it something to do with his bones. And it's actually got nothing to do with Shadow's DNA. In fact, the fact that he has Shadow's DNA is what makes his life tolerable. But it's entirely to do with the fact that he's a mixed breed. Like, what if we... I'm sorry. I'm thinking about it because I have this visual in my brain. But like, what if we give the boy scoliosis? And the only reason I'm thinking that is because I saw someone draw a picture of Jax from the Amazing Digital Circus, but like he was face down. So this would be Harley in this case. He was face down on like an operating table. And there was like a doctor like cutting open his back. But then his spine kind of like flailed out like this, and it was like super curvy and wonky. And I don't know why, but that is like the funniest image that I've ever fucking seen. And I've had scoliosis on my brain for like 3 fucking days because of this stupid picture that I saw. It was literally like this. Cut open, the spine was like there, and the doctor is like, what the fuck? It doesn't have to be scoliosis, but I think a bone issue could be interesting. Makes kids have a higher percentage to just have something wrong. Yeah, I like that. Please tell me where I can find that image. Okay, hang on. It's that stupid trend on Instagram. Draw your comfort character with your problem, I think it was called. That's the name of the trend. Short videos, let's see. I might have liked it. It might be on my Instagram. Hang on. I'm getting sidetracked. This is what we're doing now. Your activity, right? Likes. Here we go. It was a long time ago. There's another trend that I've been seeing that I really like. It's, the Roblox parrots. Does anyone know what I'm talking about when I say the words Roblox parrot? Those things are fucking hilarious. I love those guys. Oh, is it this one? No, that's Pomni with period cramps. That's different. Okay. It wasn't that one. Oh, this might take a while. I try not to like posts unless I really like them, but there's just a lot that I really like lately, I guess. No, that's Inferno. Did I like this post? I swear I did. I'm hoping the thumbnail is a picture of Jax, because if it's not, I won't be able to find it. Ooh, is it this one? This is Jax. I've also been seeing this alternate universe with the beta designs for Silver, Blaze, Sonic, and Shadow. And it's just such a cool concept. I really like that idea. It's like Rush the Rabbit. I think they named Beta Silver Vince, and I don't remember what. I think the Beta Blaze was Inferno. I'm looking for a picture of Jax with scoliosis.
Why?
Because it was really funny. I deleted the thing, but he's basically laying on an operating table, and the surgeon's like cut open his back, and his spine is just like looped out of him. And it's the funniest thing. It's been on my brain for like 3 days. So we're talking about what illness to give the oldest child because we wanted him to have some sort of like disability or like disease or whatever. And I was like, bro, give him scoliosis, and now I can't find it.
Make him a crippling furry.
No, he is a furry. Okay, I don't think I liked it. I'm sorry, guys. If I type in Jax scoliosis, will it come up? How do I spell scoliosis? Yeah. Oh.
Or it's L-I-O-S.
Okay, Jax Scoliosis is the name of a company. I have commissions to do, and instead I'm doing this. Jax, where is your scoliosis? Can I have it, please? Video? Oh, wait, is that it? Oh, I found it! I found it! Hang on. Okay. I found it, chat. Are you ready? Yeah. This is the only reason why I was like, bro, give him scoliosis. This picture in the corner. I think it's in the corner. Oh, here. Look at this spine just coming out like that. That picture has been burned into the back of my eyes. I fucking... It's the surgeon too. The combination of like the surgeon with the wrench being like, what the fuck? The doctor's so fucking cute. So yeah, that's why I was like, hey, you should give him scoliosis. Cause that's just really funny, okay? I thought it was funny. Obviously, do whatever you want. He's your boy. But yeah, I just thought scoliosis was funny. I will have a sip. Good stuff, good stuff. It's a shame I put his hands behind his head so you can't see his cool compression gloves that complement his compression socks, but at the same time, I just really didn't want to draw any more hands, chat. You guys know how it is, don't ya? Alright, there's Harley. I think his name's Harley. I keep forgetting. Pretty sure it's Harley, because the breed of rabbit that inspired his design was a... Oh! Are we good? Are we gooch? What happened? Oh shit, I think my entire computer just froze. Why'd you do that? Huh? Oh, we're back. Okay. I don't know what happened. My entire PC just froze for a couple of seconds. I'm sure it's fine. Oh, you're right. He's got real freckles. You're so right. Hang on. Do I have like a... That is. It's the freckles would be the same color. What about sand? Will sand work? If I make the particles bigger. Can I make the particles bigger? Separate them. Particle density. Here we go. I figure if I do it like this, they'll look way more natural. There. Oh. I guess I drew it on the same layer. My bad, G. There you go. And Silver's got no freckles. Hello, Silver the Hedgehog. What did that do? Oh, I wanted to do that. There we go. You know, what's wrong with this precious boy? Please indulge us. Oh wait, no, you don't have to. Kind of blue. Hang on, let me pull up an old picture of Silver that I did draw. I have colors that I like to use. Here he is. Very old. Ew, it's gross. Grab, like, I don't know why he's like pinkish silver at the top. Let's grab this middle color. I do kind of like the blue tint, if I can be perfectly honest. I just don't think, it'll make him stand out from his siblings a little too much, I feel. Oh, we were also saying, Skinner, that like Harley and Maria are like fully committing to this, and Silver like didn't quite get the memo, so he's just kind of here. Looking mean. Alright, we can look mean. Let's make this a darker gold, I think. Oh, actually no, then it starts to blend in with his skin tone a little bit. If I grab like... What if I color pick just this once? That looks better, I guess. I actually don't like the colors that I picked in that artwork. That's better. I'm gonna close it. Alright, cool. Grab... Here. Fully comfortable given autism. Yeah. Hang on, let me read up. I do want to give him some sort of disability, but I don't want to sugarcoat or misrepresent it. You could give him like well, I was gonna say you could give him chronic pain, but it's like no, chronic pain would be like a symptom of whatever he's got. I don't know. Perfect color. I think they're just about done. I'm gonna grab the outside so that we can fill in whatever little dots we missed. I think that's supposed to be colored. I think that's supposed to be Harley's hand, but I'll fix that. By 5. Let's go by 1. Maria could also be autistic with a hyperfixation on fashion. I like the idea that at least one of them has inherited the autism. Okay, no, that is colored, right? I like the idea that at least one of them has. What's wrong with your eyes? Why did your eyes do that? Your eyes are colored in. Why did they do that? That was strange. Alright, there. They're done. I was gonna put red in the background, but her outfit's red, and then I was gonna put blue in the background, but he's got blue. So we'll go with like a green. There you go. I'm gonna save this really quick. Okay. Save it as the Clip Studio file and then as PNG. I honestly thought the lines would look a lot sketchier because again it is just a colored sketch, but like it was only for the base pose, and then when I sketched them on top of it, it was actually pretty clean. Obviously not as clean as my liner, but still, I impress myself sometimes, chat. Alright, let's send this over really quick. Why aren't the Clip Studio photos loading? Usually when I'm looking at pictures, if it's a Clip Studio file, there's like a little Clip Studio like icon next to them. But for some reason, my PC stopped doing that. So now I don't know which is the Clip Studio file and which is the PNG file. Alright, give me 1 second, chat. It's my mum texting me. I gotta have a look at this. Alright, we're back. I'm back. I'm sorry, guys. They look... I feel like Silver kind of stands out a little bit. But at the same time, like, siblings aren't always going to look identical. I feel like without Harley, if it was just Maria and Silver, you might not be able to tell that they're related. But I think it's fun. I think it's good. That's all of our Clip Studio commissions for tonight, at least. I do have more, but they're like later down the queue. Now I have to open Toon Boom. We got a gift tuber commission to work on. Just waiting for it to boot up. I don't think Harley's I think Harley's definitely the most chill. I think Silver, obviously Silver's a bit naive and a bit hot-headed, and I think Maria is just a professional rage baiter, specifically for Silver. I need to make a new, actually first I need to switch Discord accounts because I need to be on my commission account to get the info. Then I need to make a folder. Alright, cool. I need to make a new folder in my commission folder. Commissions. This in that new folder that we just made. Easy. What are we doing now? We're doing a gift tuber. I'm just waiting for the scene to open up so that I can start screen sharing Toon Boom. It takes a little while to make a new scene. Alright, here we are. So, I'm probably still gonna need Clip Studio open when we get to coloring, but for now... Everybody say hi to my new workspace! I'm gonna play around just a little bit. I don't know why Toon Boom was like the perfect, Clip Studio was like the perfect size, and then I hop over to Toon Boom and like the size is just all wrong. I don't know how that works. There we go. Nice. What's it for? So before I had my 3D model, I used to have like just a talking and a mute GIF. And that's basically what we're making for someone else now. Hang on, my mum is still texting me. She doesn't know that I still live stream, so she probably has no idea that I'm live right now, but her questions are kind of important. I'm sorry, chat. Sorry guys, I've told my mum on like 4 separate occasions when my expo is and all of the details about it, and it goes in one ear out the other, and now she's like remembered that it's coming up and she's asking me like a bunch of different questions about it. Which I mean, she's invited, so I'm gonna answer her questions. It's just a little bit annoying that it's happening now. Alright, so now we're gonna start with the basic sketch, and then I'm just gonna draw in what the animations are gonna be, if there are gonna be that many. There's definitely a blink and an ear flick. Those are like my two, like those two are like basically, you know, always around. We might add like a tail. No, I'm gonna sketch it out first. I think we're gonna grab... When it comes to the official, like, line art, I'm probably just gonna copy-paste one side. Just make it easier, but... Get the idea across now. Are you making a 3D model? No, I'm making GIFs. I feel like I said that already. What animal? I think it's a tiger, but it's blue. I don't know if this person I don't know what kind of content this person makes, so I'm not gonna add the controller. Just have it like this, front facing, and then we'll have like a tail flick in the background on occasion. To kind of, I guess, replace the lack of the thumbs. Like, I love my mum, but I'm kind of annoyed that she's asking all of these questions now. Because again, my phone is my webcam, and she's texting me, so it's not like I can open it on a different device. Attention span shorter than a goldfish? Oh, don't worry about it. Don't even stress. It's fine. So the ear is kind of like this. We're gonna reshape it as we see fit, but for now I'm just drawing. Hang on, I gotta respond to my mum again. Yeah, parents, am I right, chat? Alright, so we're gonna have... I'm gonna put them kind of like chin area, like here. Except they got a little bit of a round chin. This. Here's, oh, there we go. I hope my microphone's not picking it up, but the birds are going nuts outside all of a sudden. And like, good for them, but also, do they have to do that right now? I'm gonna grab a new color for the neck. Maybe like a purple. I draw everything in different colors on Toon Boom simply because on Toon Boom there's like a tool you can use where you pick a color and it selects everything in that color. So it's much easier to edit stuff by drawing it in different colors. Cute, but it's also not quite how. Oops. I don't like it. It's like kind of. That'll do, I suppose. Then we'll just bring the ear down a little bit. The shape of the ear is still kind of wrong, actually. Let me just completely redo. Leave that little green bit there. That's better. That. And then we can grab all these. Pop them there. Now, if I get rid of all, not the, get rid of all these. I think I want also... Kind of tricky because I've only got one reference picture to look at, but in that picture, the ears actually is bigger. Ears are bigger. Color this, but they're also angled kind of this. That's what. You like this bit, this top bit? Can you guys see my mouse? I don't know. This bit kind of aligns with this. Alright, it's not gonna be exact. I'm not trying to like... Whatever. I'll draw it how I see fit. Rid of all this side. My dad's taken to feeding local pigeons. He's also totaled his car. Damn, that sounds intense. Are those two things related? Like, did he total his car on his way to go feed the pigeons? Oh, I had a sneeze, but it's stuck in my nose. Don't worry about it, chat. We're fine. All these green. Yes. Grab the red. Actually, let's start up here. Starts kind of behind the hill. Looks kind of right. It's really cool. A little shorter. Probably also gonna make this. I was like, oh yeah, that's good, and now I'm just like casually fixing it up. I think that's better. Do not like this bit though. Okay, he's cute. We're getting there. Hello, Aries. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm gonna move all this up. And probably also shrink it. Okay. This can be... Oh, actually no, I'm gonna leave that there because this will probably be the ear that flicks. Kind of hidden by the hair, so it's a lot easier to do that. cute art in Sona. Also, finally a streamer that reads chat. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. And also, yeah, sometimes it's difficult to read chat, man. Sometimes it's hard. Especially if you're, like, in the zone and there's someone trying to talk to you and they're like, oi, read my chat. Oi, read my chat. It's like, I get it. But sometimes it's really hard, dude. Alright, we're gonna copy this bit. Actually, I'm also gonna just copy this here just so that I make sure it's perfectly... No, not that. I want... Damn it. I want this. But I also... Now I can just make sure it's lined up correctly. That looks like. I'm gonna make this purple so that I can come down here and get this. Okay. Gonna see like a bit of the chest bit here. But it's also kind of like that. And then again, just to make sure it's all lined up, copy a little bit of that as well. There we go. Trying to find someone to watch for inspiration. Aww. Hang on. I've got to scroll up a little bit. There's a little bit of chat. Oh my god, Dr. Foxbutt with the raid. Thank you so much. Hey guys, how you doing? My name's Silv. I'm an artist and animator, professional man and woman appreciator. You will never see me without a tea in my hand, and today we're doing a gift tuber for someone. Aw, thank you so much for the follow, Claude. I love that. Alright, let's catch up. The pigeons just never shut up and the car thing is just a thing that happened. Okay. Unrelated. Also, even that's just most people are silent or blasting very loud music. Yeah, a lot of art channels, a lot of art streamers will put on copyrighted music and like they won't even have a mic. They'll just sit and draw quietly. And there's definitely... Oh, thank you for the follow, Dr. Foxbutt. I appreciate that. There's definitely an audience for that. I just... Even when I'm low energy, I just kind of like having a chat with people. Also, hello, Sora. Welcome in. Oh, wrong hand. Hello, Sora. Welcome in. How you doing? Boof. I do like a good boof. I tried sea snails for the first time last Saturday. It was a lot like eating clam, but juicier. Ooh. I actually don't like clam, so I don't think I'd like sea snails, but that's nice to know. Minecraft music. Yeah, we'd be hitting with the Minecraft music. Car got serviced on Saturday. Nice. Lena Raines, I reckon. Oh, you're talking about the name of the song? I actually have no idea. Things are good. Also, hello. What were you guys up to? How is the energy over there? I really like the way you draw fur. Oh, thank you. It's good fun. I think it's super nice. Big foofy. All right, hang on. Chat. I really quickly need to go to the bathroom. But I will be back. Just give me a second. I gotta go pee. Alright, I'm back, chat. Want to hear what they found in my engine? Of course. Of course, because that means story time. I want to hear what they found. Waiting for the girlfriend to wake up because I'm going to wake her up by streaming? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Alright, I think it's time for the face. Oh, that's the wrong picture. Get rid of that. Where is my picture? The makings of a mouse nest in your engine? No way, dude. What? What are they doing in there? There weren't any mice in there, though, right? Just like, they just started making a nest in there, right? That's weird. Sec. Go up like this. It's not the same shape as the reference picture, but the shape in the reference picture looks kind of weird. I'm gonna be so honest, chat. This picture looks like someone took someone else's artwork and just recolored it, and they were like, "Hey, this is so." I'm not entirely sure if that's what's happened here. Alright, hang on. Let me look at an actual tiger nose. Okay, so it's more like heart-shaped, kind of. There's like a nostril, like there. That can... Oh no, no, fine. I was gonna say that can stay because it's gonna be colored in black, but I actually kind of like that when it's not there. I am gonna reshape it, but overall I think that's nice. They were starting to make it, but it's because my car doesn't get used too often. Okay, that makes sense. Eventually gonna get car for the business. I'm not even gonna start looking at stuff like that until after I know my knee is like definitely fixed and good to go. But that's something that we're gonna look at hopefully soon. Hopefully my knee is fixed up very fucking soon. Because once we do that, then I can do more conventions. I can do bigger conventions. I can do like outdoor events. That's gonna be really fun. So, keen for that. We had neighbors that had chickens and others with guinea pigs. I had neighbors that had chickens too when I lived with my parents. I don't know what happened. Like, my neighbors are friends with my parents, but I don't know what happened. They had like some talk about eggs, or like my mum made an off comment about like how it must be nice having eggs all the time while my dad was helping them with something. I don't remember. But it evolved into like every single time my neighbor's chickens had eggs, they would come over and they would give my parents a basket of their chicken eggs. And I think my parents had to like ask them to stop because they were like, "We appreciate the gesture, it's very kind, but like we don't know, we don't want these." Super tempted to draw a front-facing POV. Do it. Do it. Probably gonna downscale this eye because I always draw eyes way too fucking big. It's the inner Sonic kid in me. Draw them way too big. I'm gonna move it over here and we're gonna like make it a bit longer again. Also, I don't know. I don't think the muzzle should cover the eye, actually. Might actually get rid of that bit. We can adjust as we go. like that. Also gonna copy a tiny bit of the ear. Not the ear, the nose. Just to make sure it's all properly aligned. Cute. Alright, now we can make that all green. Keep the muzzle line kind of low because I don't think I want it to cover the eyes. I think I want it to be close to the eyes. Like, touching is fine, just not shadowy. Usually I'll put the muzzle in front of the eyes by a tiny bit, but I don't think I'll do that this time. Here, I will have a sippy. Give me 1 second. Be a bit lower. Looks a little strange, but I think it's fine. Alright, let me cap up. My aunt used to raise chickens, relatable AF. They were very funny birds. They are very funny birds. I like chickens. Birds are fun, but god, yeah, birds are also really messy. They are fun, but yes, they are very messy creatures. Assuming this is a bell, they don't have any like design on it. I am gonna assume. I think that's close to the middle. Alright, chat. There he is. Got the ear flick. We're gonna add the blink. And the ears and the eyes and also this chin and mouth bit are gonna be on separate layers. Everything else can be on the same layer. With that, I will also add a tail, I think. But what I'm gonna do, actually, let me grab an animation. Yes. Let me grab, where is my... Oh god, who is it for? I think it was Cyberfox. Let me open this one. I don't think you guys will see it because OBS will stick to the one instance of Toon Boom that I've already been showing. But I'm opening a second instance of Toon Boom right now. I have... I'm gonna try and copy these. I'll copy cells in timeline. Come over here, create a new drawing. Hopefully we can right click paste cells in timeline. I know you can transfer cells from one boom thing to another. I can just never remember how to do it. Alright, let's take a quick look. Alright, I grab this. I paste it over here. Ah, yes, okay. No, we're not gonna keep these, but this is just gonna be like the foundation for a new tail. I thought I had the sketch still, but it turns out I don't, so we will use these. That's the same. Okay. I know this loops, but I don't know where it loops from. Eh? Oh, it loops from. Yeah. Okay. This is the last one. Then the rest is just copy pasted, but like flipped. That's our base for the tail. What app? This is Toon Boom. So now what I'm gonna do is new layer. Do this, but we're gonna sketch it on the under layer so that we can be sneaky cheaters. This is kind of like the starting. This is kind of like the starting position, so we're gonna go. The tail is very, very different to this one. It's like thicker. Right, that's all you'll see from this side. Over here, we'll see maybe this bit. This bit. Trace later on. Here. This shape goes kind of like that. Here you'll get like a doing this on the underlay so that when it's ready we can be cheeky cheaters and we can just do the line art here instead of making a new layer. It's out pretty far. We're in. This character is thinner than the other one. Fill all this in. Doing there, Colin. Okay, then here you'll grab this bit. Trace this bit here. Cute. This is kind of where you grab that works. Here you'd grab like This will be the next thing flipped over. This will be, yeah. What's the next pose? I disappeared for a bit, fell down a rabbit hole. Minecraft music? No, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. And grab. Okay, so now you can, in theory, get rid of that. Okay, I think that'll work. We'll worry about flipping it over when we get there. That's that. Alright, for now we can, because this is only one picture, I could realistically grab. I said I could realistically grab all of this, copy this, delete it, and then put it on the underlayer. And we're gonna shrink him down just a tad. Perfect, I think. We're gonna turn this back on. Actually, it's fine. I was gonna shrink the tail as well, but I think it's whatever. Worry about it later. For now, grab the base. Let's see, let's try like 10. How thick is this? What about 7? Okay, I like 7. I like thickness level 7. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna draw in all of this side, and then I'm gonna paste it over because it's easier that way. What time is it? Okay, we've still got like an hour. Let me... Oh, I forgot. He's got a couple of details in the ear. Alright, hang on. It's like... That's on both ears. Alright, cool. Now we can continue. Let's grab our earring in there. I want to move it. Okay. It's always easier when you go the opposite direction. I don't know why. He's also got some like easy. Let's see, where are we going next? Let's go over here. I'm not gonna be adding in this bit because that bit is again gonna be in its own separate layer to help with the jaw movements. Bit, gonna add like that and kind of make it a little bit like this. That would look nicer. Yeah, it's just a little detail, but I think it's nicer. Okay. Now this is as high as the chin will get, so we can safely add some lines from here. We'll edit whatever awkward middle ground stuff there will be when the time comes. Now it's not an issue. Sorry I'm late, but hello. No worries, Yoon. Hello. Welcome in. Is this being made for again? I actually don't know the Twitch handle. Okay. Ah, get out of there. I see you. No one will know that you're there, but I know that you're there. Alright, close enough. Finish? No, we're not even close to finishing. Our achievement list is, I think, 31% of the way through. So we got a long way to go. We're about halfway through the game. Like the game's story. But the achievements, we've got a long way to go. Hey, don't be like that. Being you. There you go. Alright, eyes, nose. Okay, playing on Expeditioner. Yeah. I'm only there for the achievements. I'm not really there for difficulty, and there's no difficulty tied achievements, so all good. I could probably put the muzzle in, but the eyes, no. This ear, we can delete that ear. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I am gonna draw the eyes and the muzzle and everything, and then when it comes time to put them on their own separate layers, it'll be easier to make sure they're symmetrical, because they already will be symmetrical. You know what I'm saying, chat? That makes sense. Are you a story person or achievement person? I'm a story person, but I'm doing the achievements for Claire Obscure because I made a stupid bet with my chat. Literally the only reason. I made a stupid bet with my chat. I was like, hey, it got nominated for 12 awards for Game of the Year. If it wins like 9 of them, then I'll 100% the game. And guess what happened? My partner's really happy that I'm 100%ing it because my partner is an achievement person. I'm just stressed. In all seriousness, it has been fun to go back to the game. It's just... achievement hunting's not my favorite thing in the world. Watching other people do it is really fun. I just don't really... You guys will understand what I'm doing in a second. If we get to coloring today, at least. You'll understand. Leave that. I think that's greasy. Let's make sure it's... Alright, I think that's the middle. It's pretty good. Just fix a couple things. This bit won't matter. This bit will. Be good. Please. this bit can go away. Sadly gotta head out. Goodbye. No worries. Without color in the eye is unsettling. Yeah. Alright. If we turn the outfit down. Okay, he doesn't look too bad. I didn't realize that I forgot. To that. Alright, so now I'm gonna sketch this in red just so that we have an easier time seeing it. Just hit 8 o'clock. Bold. Not anymore. Not anymore. We're giving him hair. Don't worry about it. Alright, so we can turn this alpha down. Alright. Now, before we go deleting things, make a new layer. Sorry, this is going to be the eyes. Make another layer for the jaw. Another layer for ear flick. Alright. Ear is going to be behind the base. Eyes and jaw are going to be in the front. Grab this. No. Pull this. Copy that. Here. Make sure it's lined up perfectly, which it is. Now that we have our own ear flick layer, we can on the underneath layer. That way we can move it independently. The eyes. Same thing. Eye layer. How many expressions? Just one. Just the mute and the talking. Jaw. Again, grab new layer. Grab all this bit. Also this bit. Down. Perfect. Okay. Now that all of that has been put in place, back to this layer. This layer. Really quickly. Up. So we could go into coloring now. Usually what I will do is I'll go into coloring and then I'll move, like, do all the motions and stuff. Just trying to think. Oh, yeah, we still need to animate the tail. But that's okay. We can do that after everything is said and done. Because it's much easier once everything is in front of it. Alright, I'm going to turn off this ear. I'm going to leave the rest of it on as like a reference. And we're going to come down here and grab like purple. Actually, we'll grab red. Sorry, it looks adorable. Oh, thank you. Alright, I'm going to grab this. What markings can I put on the body layer? Like up here. And not really much on the face. There's like the nose is a bit bigger than in the reference picture. That's kind of making it a little bit hard. But I think if we round out the model like this. Right, and then like is actually that's not quite what it looks like. What it looks like is it goes like here and it goes out like this. But in the picture it looks a little actually no, it's fine. Just getting another look to make sure. Like nose connects to the muzzle bit like this. Then it goes over this way. But it doesn't even stop there. It goes like up. Then it's in this bit, but I don't like it up there. That's too high. I think that's too high. So we'll pop it here. Not quite the same. But I think it's fine. And we can just put it. Hopefully that worked. And then down here, this is all white. Well, this is white. Here we go. Like a black stripe here. And then from there we get kind of weird. Kind of like that, and then all this is still white. You've got just a couple of stripes. It doesn't quite look like that though. This is black. Thinking. Would it take for you to hide something in the art? What do you mean? What do you mean? I mean, this is a commission, so no. But like, what do you mean? You mean like put a meme in like a really, really tiny section or something like that? It's not quite like that either. A hard time. It's because I made it so floofy. Now it's like, where do I add the stripes? I'm sure that'll look nice when it's colored. Kind of have to have faith at this point. That's all I've got at the moment. Some of these don't fully connect because even though I copy pasted it, it's being stupid. I think. Oh no, that's actually. This is all blue. Okay, I think that should work, honestly. I do need to download this picture and open it in Clip Studio Paint so that I can color pick. It was huge. You guys won't see me open Clip Studio, but I'm just gonna color pick from it. Downloads. I'm gonna set all this up and then I'm not gonna animate anything until the commissioner is good with the still. That's usually how I do things. Alright, so we're gonna make a new palette. This is the blue. And this is CH03 S24 B94. Alright, this is the start. So if I put K. Ooh, does that color in all of that? Where are the yellows? Is the yellow? Yeah. Yellow. Doing that. Shouldn't be. Oh, is it there? There's a yellow, there's a tiny yellow dot in there. Is that better? That was it. Okay. So grab that. This color is also down here. And also over here, but I already know that even though I copy pasted this, there's like a bunch of yellow dots. So I just gotta is it like this, bro? Why is it so jank? Literally copy pasted these lines. Hopefully that's good. What's wrong with all this? Don't want a bit in the middle. Why are you guys like this? No, you just don't line up no matter what. Why? These ones line up just fine. I didn't need to edit these. So what if I just all of it? Oh, you're connected. Okay. Just surely this will work. Computer's not happy that I'm doing it this way, but they give me my choice. That's good. It's also blue. I think this is pure white, but I don't like using pure white. Because then I'm not able to shade or like color it at all. So I'm gonna go ever so slightly gray. We're gonna go 0094. 0094. Whites. This is not the muzzle. The muzzle's also blue. Why? Why are you being like that? Again, literally copy pasted. Don't know why you're being difficult. Yeah. In there. And the hair. I think that's it. Now, I don't think this is pure black. I think this is a really dark blue. Yeah, really dark blue. There's technically two really dark blues, but they are so close to each other that I'm just gonna pick one and use it for both. So this is 8. 4. This is the, we'll call it the darks. Alright. This goes up here. Right. It goes up here. I lied. There is a second blue. That's okay. It's just for the nose. Yeah, it's just for the nose. It's fine. I will make like an almost black, but not really, for the collar. Okay. Then we'll grab the nose. The nose is... the mid blue. This is 222. It technically also goes in the earring, but I will cover the earring in a second. Then we need the bell. I think it's a bell. It's literally just a blue circle. This is for some reason the enter key didn't work. Then I'm gonna also grab, like, make my own slightly darker color. Go on the side. Now we can grab the red lines sticking out a little bit. Okay. Face looks alright. What we're gonna do now though, I'm gonna color this in. Okay, this is color, and then dark color. All of it, just this. But yeah, kind of in the dead center, but not really. Actually, yeah, that is dead center. Easy. That. Then we're gonna grab it again. I'm gonna grab the mid blue. This is gonna basically cover all that. This would be small. This is just how it's colored on the ref sheet. Okay, okay. Not too bad. They do have some, like, accent lines. Might grab, like, a... Actually, no, we'll keep it at 7. The main picture. I honestly don't like it. But like it's in the reference picture, so I feel like maybe I should. Oh, I gotta fix that. Yeah, no, I don't like it. I don't like it. We'll add some like texturing through shading there. Okay. That. For the ear, I'm gonna be so dead ass. We could probably just like that. Make sure it's vivid. And then what we can do is this area right now. So that when we do the ear flick, everything's all nice and colored. Okay, cool. Eyes. The eyes are gonna be... I probably should have put the hair on their own layer as well. Because the eyebrow kind of overlaps a little bit, but I can figure that out. I can do that. Let's see. Have work tomorrow. No worries. Good night. Don't get, this is my bottle, but I texted you using the non-furry account because I forgot. Nah, it's fine. I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't matter what account. Let's see. I think I need to move the... Wait, I still have my second instance of Toon Boom open. I don't need that. I mean, in the reference picture, the eyebrow is colored over the hair, so I usually keep it so that the eyebrow is under the hair, but we'll try and do it that way. And we'll work from there. So I'm gonna keep this picture open. The eyes. Gonna be difficult. Alright, so the base color... First, let me show you what I was gonna do. I'm gonna fill this in with the darks. Make that. Sorry. That. I'm gonna make this bit white. All the way through. And on the line art layer, this white, this dark color, right? And then underneath, grab this color. This is high blue. This is 99, 61, 7 side. And it looks kind of weird now, but once we add the eye shine animation, I think it'll look fine. If anything, I might also grab this dark color again and just kind of this so that it doesn't get it do it. Ah, it's over there. Why are you over there? Do that. Okay. You go away. You go. What are you even, bro? What are you even doing? Go away. And then we'll add the whites, the white sparkly bits, when the time comes. And it's time to do all that. Pointing out, I made it in time, but then I remembered I texted you different account. Oh, it's fine. It's all good. Much better. Yeah. Now that the eyes are colored, it looks much better. Believe this dark color is also the eyebrows? Why are you not? Oh, that's fine. So, yeah, usually when the hair covers like this, I usually put the eyebrows under the hair. But in the reference picture, they're above. So, let's try that. I honestly don't hate it. I think it looks fine with the eyebrows on top. A pure black, soulless eye. Don't worry. He'll have some life added into him in a minute. Sorry. Alright, now for the jaw bit. Now the jaw doesn't really need any coloring because the bottom bit is colored, but this is where it gets a little fucky. Actually, there are markings on the cheeks, which is why I was like, this is where it gets kind of fucky. But I think we'll be okay because this is the mute design. So what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna do is this is jaw mute. This is not talking. Then I'm gonna duplicate this layer. Where is that? Duplicate selected layer. Right, and this one is jaw talking. We can leave the jaw talking one off for now, but when we get there and we're like animating the jaw, I will need to like manually move all of the markings, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. We can do that. I'm gonna put this down. We'll grab the red again. And we'll open Clip Studio. So the markings are kind of different on either side, so I'm just gonna pick the side that I think looks prettier and we'll do that. Yeah. These lines will go away. These are just filler, so that I know where I'm putting what. Like that. And there's also like a... kind of strange. I don't really understand it. Get rid of these. Get rid of the roundedness of it all. Maybe like that. Grab the marking color again. Oop. Did that happen? Okay. You know, I think it looks alright. It's not awful, at least. Need to change any of it to make it work, then change it. Yeah. I like the round dimple thing. I think I am gonna play with the shapes. I am gonna play with the shapes. I like that it's round, but I think keeping it perfectly circle is probably not a good idea. Also, just to make it easier later on. We'll make it thinner so that's easier to see the size difference. Okay, so kind of. Have them kind of. Have them kind of come up like that. Do that. What do we think? Let me pop it on the other side so that we have a better idea of what it'll look like. Really nice. Close so I can see properly. Right, there we go. You know, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. What I am thinking is on top of the cheek stripes. I think we also add some kind of like over here. Yeah, let me do it on boring. Then maybe like all this bottom bit. Just experimenting for the time being. Sippy? I have a sippy. 1 second. I ran out of chocolate milk, so it's water. Nice. Alright, so what I'm thinking is dark. This is the mouth closed, so as long as it's like around here, it's fine. Dark, and also kind of give it more of that tiger feel, you know what I'm saying? Alright, hang on. I can't grab the red, so I'm just gonna really quickly. There we go, that's easier. Do we think that's too... Do we think that's too dark? Actually, wait, hang on. Let me pop it on the other side too. I think that's too much. Maybe, I kind of like it, but I also think maybe it's too much. Can't wait to see what this looks like when it's done, but it's 4 AM, so I'm heading out. No worries. Good night, my dude. Yeah, I kind of like it, but I also can understand why it might be too much. I just want to put more stripes. Because it's tiger. Why don't we give stripes? I'm also thinking, just for the fun of it. Yeah. Alright. I'm also thinking, just for the fun of it, we also put one. So I really like putting shit by their eyes. This is the line art layer. This is where I'm supposed to be putting it. Huh? Alright, try again. There we go. Wrong. Okay, hang on. Not that color. Red. What? Yeah, red. That. Why do this? But sometimes I hate working with boob. Alright, grab this. What else can I grab to make sure this is symmetrical? I don't know. It's fine. Grab this. He really doesn't like when I do this, but it's fine. I think that's symmetrical. Is that too much stripe? I think it's... I'm gonna be so honest. I like it. But it's not mine, so... We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Like this. Eyes are colored, the hair is colored. I guess now we start animating shit. Everything, all the markings are on the base layer, so it's fine. Oh yeah, I'll finish the tail when we finish everything else. The tail is gonna be like the last thing. Probably where we'll put the blink, right here. For the eyes. Okay. Wait, I need to go back to brush strokes. Then, for the sake of symmetry, chat, I wish I had a. Actually, maybe there is, and I've just never used it. But it would be nice to have a symmetry tool in Boom. I'm sure it exists because a lot of people put their like they use this program for rigging, and in rigging a lot of shit has to be symmetrical, so I'm sure it exists. Right there. So that's the eyes. Also just copy paste the colors as well. Then once everything is said and done, we also need to shade everything, but that can come after we solidify everything else. this is the eye closed. Why did that only bring the fucking horizontal? Okay, can we bring the whole thing over this time instead of just the line art? That was really weird. It almost touches, but not quite. Like it. Actually, go over. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so that's that one. Then over here we put the normal one, but then in between the closed and the open again, grab all this, make it. I'm trying to think if it's better to use a keyframe or to manually do it. It'll be better to use a keyframe. Grab all this over as well. So how this works is put just a regular keyframe here. I'm gonna put another keyframe here, and another keyframe here. This one at the start, we're not gonna touch, but this middle one. I don't always do it like this, but I think in this case it's gonna be easier. So I'm gonna shrink it just a tiny bit, and make it smaller just a tiny bit. But when it's smaller, we don't want it to go lower and higher. We only want it to go higher. Gonna make the eyes have a tiny bit of a bounce when they open again. Way too much. Ah, oh, thank you. I hope you're having fun with us tonight. So now the eyes are gonna bounce a little bit. Okay, open again. Eerie. Yeah. It just adds a little bit more movement. I think it's fun. The only problem is that it makes the eyes closer together. Probably why I don't do it with keyframes. Alright, hang on. I'm not gonna do it with keyframes, I'm gonna do it manually. It's just small detail, but I noticed it and I hate it. Grab all this. Alright. Slightly on this side, in slightly on this side. Now, I can move them independently, which means I can make sure that they're not getting closer together. They're only going a little thinner. Perfect. The only downside to doing it this way is we do gotta like manually recolor everything. Doesn't it? It's just not worth the effort to. I just got a notification that scared the hell out of me. It's not worth the effort to try and warp the existing colors to fit. So I just that. I wanted to drag it. There we go. I guess we'll do it this way. No, why'd you do that? there's literally a line there. There is literally a line right there. Okay, so now they should be taller and thinner without getting closer together, and that's kind of what I wanted. Yeah. It's subtle. Yeah, nice. Okay, that's the eyes. The ear. I usually do the ear flick not too far off of the blink. God, words are escaping me now. So we're gonna turn this off actually. I'm gonna set this is a little bit higher, this is way higher. This is low, and this is the middle ground before it gets back into the neutral position. Cool. Yeah. Where the fuck is the center? Where's the center all the way down there? Alright, so this is a little bit higher. A little bit higher. This one is a little bit higher than that. This one down here. This one is gonna be the middle ground between those two, about there. Now we'll turn the body back on, tracing off. Yes. The only problem is I see that blue. That blue shouldn't be there. It should be this bit. Oops. Excuse me. This. This is a no. This is all a no. I don't think it needs to be that big. Alright, I think that's enough to fix this thing. Yeah, perfect. Easy. Alright. So the blink is done, the ear is done. I need to do the talking animation as opposed to the mute. And then we need to finish the tail, and then we need to do the shading. But full disclosure, chat, I'm getting really hungry. So even though we've only got 10 minutes of stream left and I could very easily animate the jaw in 10 minutes, I want to get some food. So that's what we're going to wrap up now. We're a little over halfway through this model, I reckon. Because again, yeah, we just got to do the jaw, the tail, and then we got to shade everything. It's done. So pretty good progress. There's a bit of chest fluff. I wanted to check if that's being left out or it's just not added. It's just not added yet. It's just not added yet because I was playing with the bit in the hair as well, because there's also like a bit on the inside of the hair, and I tried drawing that and I was like, I don't like that. So I'm just gonna do the base, like get everything like done and moving and stuff, and then I'll figure out how I want to add the other details. I think instead of adding that middle flick into the hair, I'm just gonna shade it. And then for the chest, yeah, we'll add it in because I can't shade until that's added properly so that I can shade around it. But it is gonna be there. It is gonna be there. For now though, chat, I'm eepy. I wanna go speak. So we'll pick this up either not tomorrow, but the next day, or not next week, but the week after. It's entirely dependent on what's happening because I've only got a couple of days left to plan for my expo, and I want to get everyone's commissions done, but I also need to make sure everything's ready for the expo, so we'll see how that goes. Stay warm, stay cozy, stay toasty. If you sneeze during the stream at any point, bless you. We're getting back to our 100% of Claire Obscure tomorrow. And yeah. Good night, everybody. I'm gonna go get some food.